You know, now some of the left and some of the right, they all read it. It's standard for a political science degree, but the American people need to know. The American workers, the guy that works at McDonald's, needs to know John Locke, so he knows his political steps.
Well, I agree, and I think that we also have to get back to the fact that we should be treating each other how we want to be treated, but not let that cloud the agenda where they can say, "Oh, redistribution of wealth is good."
Exactly. Communism doesn't work. I remember the International Brotherhood of Electric Workers. We stand opposed to communism. I'm a union member, and I hate communism. But
I'm with
John
you.
Locke is the answer, brother, and we got to educate ourselves. That's what I keep telling my union members. We have to educate ourselves and understand the scam that's being perpetuated against us. It's nothing but a scam. The Federal Reserve System is a con.
The Federal Reserve System, I think, is beyond a con.
It's a scam. That's all it is.
It's beyond a scam. I mean, it's really a tool for their consolidation of power at a unbelievable level at this point. I thank you for the call. I mean, the Federal Reserve is now being given the powers of what the SEC had, and even more, as it is amalgamated into this World Bank IMF system, as the IMF tells us that this world economic crisis is going to continue, but slovenly Americans just so desperately want to believe their Lord and Savior, their leader, Barack Obama, that they will allow him to make statements like, "We have took the economy from the brink of disaster and pulled it back, and now we have growth." There's no growth. There's massive unemployment. There's a dollar that is, as we speak, folks, the nails are in the coffin, and it is getting ready to be laid to rest in about, what's the date today? The 13th? You got 11 days, possibly 12 before they make that very announcement. Meanwhile, and, I respect him in his opinion that the New World Order is not new at all. It's the old world order, and it is. Except for the fact that the New World Order now is so much more sophisticated technologically. They have really been able to create a technopoly, if you will. Forget about a monopoly or a technocracy. They have a technopoly where they control the majority of advanced technologies and wean it out to the populace. They're the ones that are in control of the media that disperses information. They're the ones that are there to promote social networking sites like Facebook and MySpace in order to get all of your personal information. They're the ones that are in favor of the new Microsoft Project Natal because it puts a motion scanner facial recognition camera in the homes of millions of Americans with a connection to the internet 24/7, 365. And if that weren't enough, I'm hoping that my guys can find this article really quick and pull it up there, because I want people to see how they're selling this image of a new world order to young people. Striptease meets comic strip. Type that in, see if you can pull up the article, because these women are so scantily clad, and it's kind of like this online deal. There was a time when all we wanted was to be Wonder Woman. But Agent Provocateur has created a whole series of superheroes from its latest campaign, taking girl power to a very sophisticated new height. No, I wouldn't say they're taking this to a new height. Girl power, I guess that was promoted by the Spice Girls, was really, used to exploit young girls and make them into sex objects. And here we go. Here it is up on the screen at prisonplanet.tv. Scroll through some of these women. Remember, it's titled The New World Order, and it's a bunch of women in these sci-fi motifs in barely anything. The one that's on the screen right now is dressed pretty conservatively compared to these other ones. And when you get down to the bottom, there's literally girls that look like they're in a strip club. There's one right there, Pantheria. Looks like, someone you would see in a strip club, and this is being promoted to your preteen and teenage boy. I mean, take a look at the one that we're scrolling through right now, Hornet and the Bullet. Women as sex objects to promote a globalist agenda through Agent Provocateur comic books. It's pretty hard to believe, except for we're looking at it right now. And this could be a big hit. Obviously, it's getting quite the spread in the Daily Mail online. It's not like one picture here. They're showing some pretty hardcore pictures promoting this. Now, I don't know if that's because they're owned by the same media outlet or the same publisher. One might think that may be the case, and they're promoting this. But these aren't paintings. These are real girls. See, a series of films on the label's website also tell the story of the Lace Maidens, who take their style lead from the classic French maid with white ruffles, trimmed bras, and knickers, as well as the Kamikaze twins, who fittingly wear lace-trimmed camisoles. Elmira the Explorer is a modern-day Lara Croft as captain of the spaceship, and Chameleon flickers from color to color with a wave of her staff. But what the message here is, hot chicks like global government, you should too. They're the ones with the cool powers. And now it's not just, you're looking at Wonder Woman. In my day, I think that the raciest comic chick was maybe Elektra from the Daredevil series. She dressed a little scantily clad. She killed people. She wasn't in the light of Wonder Woman or Supergirl. No, she was a little more hardcore. And obviously Lara Croft, which wasn't a comic book but a video game, became enshrined in pop culture. But this is beyond that step. I will say the Lara Croft movies, not so much the video games, I didn't play them that much, did deal with the Illuminati and some symbolism there. But this is blatant. It's called the New World Order, and it's women in lingerie. I mean, if I was a 12-year-old kid, I'd probably be like, sign me up. Final segment of the Infowarrior coming up after this. If you missed any of the program, you can get the podcast over at theinfowarrior.com or prisonplanet.tv.